All right. AC, analyst capper, I'm coming right back to you. Let's talk about the Clippers first half because I also like this spot as well. But I was just gonna keep it. I was gonna let you have your own official. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about it before we hopped on. But let's jump right into it. Talk to me about the Clippers first half. -3, we'll call it as we recorded here Tuesday night. The Clippers offensively have been struggling for a few games now. They hung 140 on the Wizards, but outside of that, they've been struggling to put the ball in the hole. Why do you like the first half here for the Clippers?
Yeah, that's a good point. So they only had 89 against Minnesota, 106 against Milwaukee. Everybody saw that disappointing, fourth quarter for the Clippers. So I think this is a bounce back. Houston is also on a second night of back to back, so you expect a little tired legs there. They had a pretty up and down game with the Spurs tonight. So I like the Clippers. This is more for Clippers than Houston, to be completely honest, because I think if the Clippers are playing at their peak, they can compete with anybody. So I like them in the first half. I'm not even going to deal with that fourth quarter because it looks like the big three just doesn't know how to close games right now, man. Like they have three really, really, talented, great individual players, but they don't know when to take the shot. They don't know when to defer. It bugs me, Sean. It bugs me watching that game against Milwaukee that the three of them are deferring to Coffee and Norm Powell. Like, come on, man. Like, take the ball and shoot the ball, especially Harden, who was working it early in the game. And then it didn't seem like he took a shot in the last 6 minutes.
Yeah, Jay Money, I even tweeted it out. I said, look, if you're going to have a stacked roster full of absolute bucket getters in crunch time, it is absolutely inexcusable that you can go 3.5 minutes without a basket. James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, PG, Norm, one of those guys has to get you a bucket. And it ended up being Norm Powell on a corner three who broke the streak. But the three main guys, the three-headed monster, the three big boys, couldn't get it done at all in crunch time coming down the stretch. How do you feel about the Clippers here on a bounce back after Alper and Şengün just put up a monster game and a big win in Houston? It looked like they were having fun beating up on the lonely Clippers or the lonely Spurs, excuse me.
Yeah, well, he's not going to have a big game here. So I do agree with Clippers in the first half. Now I think that they know how to close games. I think they're just kind of fucking around right now, just kind of getting ready for the regular season. Maybe whether that's deferring to other guys, but I think this team will put things together. I mean, hot take. I think that they're still me personally, I still think they can get it done and come out of the West. I mean, they know that all that matters is getting to the playoffs. These regular season games don't matter. I mean, we can sit here and act like they matter. We know every year you can be the number 1 seed, you can be the number 8 seed. It matters what you do in the playoffs. So I think they're going to put things together. And I like the first half play. I think they come out here pissed off, and I think they smack up the Rockets. These two teams are playing for two different type of things. The Rockets are playing to play well, and the Clippers are playing to get the best seed possible. And they're coming off a horrible loss as well. There was a back-to-back spot. They just kind of ran out of gas in the fourth quarter here. But I do think that they come out here early and often and smack these Rockets up.
Yeah, I agree. I lean -3 in the first half as well. And Jay, it wasn't even just a back-to-back. It was a back-to-back, but it was their third in 4 days. So they played Friday, Sunday, Monday. Now they get a day off going into Houston. Now, Harden might have had some old homies on the day off in Houston, but maybe James could be a little upset and come in and at least in that first 24 minutes and get it done. But I did chuckle when I saw that the day off was in Houston coming off of a loss. But I don't know, man, Jay. I think you're being a little dismissive. I know it's the regular season. I know those boys potentially don't care, but it felt like they just cared last week. They just cared 10 days ago, right before the break. They seemed like they really cared. Now, all of a sudden, they don't care. The offensive struggles are interesting. We'll see how it shakes for the Clippers here in the first half, coming off a bad loss with no Giannis against the Bucks, and they flat out shut it down in the fourth quarter.